Hi, I'm Reagan.
And I'm Bailey, and you're listening to
Graveyard Gossip.
Reagan.
Bailey. We've already done this intro. We're just really sleepy today.
This will be take 2.
Take 2.
But it's gonna be fine.
It's fine, we're gonna power through, man.
Things have been happening since we last recorded.
Oh, God. Yeah, they fucking have.
Crazy bitches. People dropping out left and right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I was talking about the ghost.
Oh.
But okay. Trauma dump. We're ready for it. It's fine.
There's a ghost that's haunting Reagan's house, and it tried to destroy her plant room. And then it came to my house and acted like somebody was in my house. And then there's some things in my shower.
Did you ever go pick those up?
Sure the fuck didn't.
You still haven't gone in there?
Braden has. I won't. I've been using the other shower.
Oh, okay. Did he go get the other shampoo bottle?
Not a clue. We haven't talked about it.
Okay.
We don't talk about the ghosts.
Yeah, I'll seat her after this episode or something. I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe another tarot reading session.
I think I need one bad.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today?
So today I want to talk about Clinton Road.
Mm-hmm.
It's in New Jersey. And then afterwards, we're going to have a graveyard confession from one of Chad's friends, my husband's friends. And yeah, so I'm going to do a little bit of a background story on it, and then we're just going to jump right into it.
I love it.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
So, Clinton Road is also known as the Dead Man's Curve.
Okay.
It's a 9-mile stretch, and it's known for some crazy fucking legends, like ghosts, cryptids, KKK gatherings, white albino midgets, satanic. I don't know what that means.
You don't know what white albino midgets means?
Well, I mean, I do.
Albino's very short.
Yeah, but like...
I'm yelling. I need to calm the fuck down.
Have you seen that TikTok?
I have. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I've been trying to picture it, and I'm just like, is it just like regular people, or is it like
white
albino midgets? Yeah, midgets. I know.
Like, yeah, a midget that's albino.
Yeah,
yeah. I hate that word. Ugh.
But
like,
but like, are they just little people in regular clothing just hanging out, or
what the fuck else are they wearing?
I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what they mean. Anyways, so satanic rituals. And it's even been a dump site for some murderers.
Oh.
So obviously I have to touch on the murder part. Didn't think I could get much on the white albino people. But yeah. So Richard Kuklinski, I think that's how you say it. He was also known as the Iceman.
Okay.
He was a serial killer whose crimes was kind of spread out through like the 1950s, 1980s, so like about 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
But this man claimed to have murdered over 200 people.
He was very passionate about his
work.
Work.
I don't know, man. I think I might honestly do a story just on him because he's an interesting individual.
Okay.
Like mafia type. Yeah.
Oh, I hope I get snatched up by the mafia when me and Brain go to Italy for a honeymoon. Okay, moving on.
So, obviously, if you're going to be killing that many people, you might need some help.
Yeah.
You would think.
Yeah.
So, Richard had 2 accomplices, Daniel Deppner and Gary Smith.
Okay.
I feel like I sound really nasally. Sorry if you're listening and think I'm nasally.
Sicko.
I'm getting over a cold. So yeah, this trio would often work on scams involving like stolen goods, narcotics, and other illegal things like murder, clearly.
Yeah. Wow.
Even though they like committed a lot of crimes together, it's believed that Daniel and Gary only worked for Richard for a couple years, like towards the end of Richard's whatever he was going through.
Okay.
This kind of created a lot of mistrust with all of them because, like, obviously, like, you're all committing crimes with each other, and like you have to trust an individual in order to like do crime with them.
Mm-hmm.
You would think. So Richard goes up to Daniel, and he's like, "Hey, I think Gary is an informant."
Oh.
Okay. So then they're like, "Well, let's kill him." So they poison him with cyanide. And then they stuff him in between a hotel mattress and dip. Okay?
I'm following.
Yeah. So then that was December of 1982. So then in May 1983, just a couple months later, a guy was just riding on his bike down Clinton Road when he sees Daniel's body.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun. That's what I put on my notes. So, he's in a green bag. Okay,
In a bag.
Bag. I think it's a sleeping bag. I really don't know. I just assumed sleeping bag. It's just said green bag.
Okay.
Severely decomposed. So bad they had to use like dental records and stuff. So yeah, Daniel's dead. Officials think Richard killed him to cover up Gary's death. I think they killed Gary, and Richard was like, "Fuck!" Started wigging out, got really sloppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was convicted 5 years later. Again, I'm not doing a story on Richard.
Not yet.
That's just, yeah, not yet. That's just a little background into this road and how kind of crazy it is. So, like I mentioned at the beginning, it's not just about weird mob type stories like Richard's. It's a place where people still experience unexplainable things. So that being said, I'm going to get into John's story. This is a long story.
Okay.
So bear with me. I haven't read it yet.
Oh, okay.
I've heard it. We were on the phone with him for 3 hours when I forced him to tell me this story and relive another traumatic event. Just like I did with my sister.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, okay, I'm going to get into it.
Okay.
Feel free to comment. So it was the end of November in 2016. I was working on some dead-end job and bullshitting on my phone. I was 19 at the time. I was texting friends back and forth about the idea of smoking and going to haunted places. I was sitting on Twitter while thinking about the evening, and wouldn't you know it, a story pops up on my feed about this haunted road in New Jersey, not far from Philadelphia. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's from Philadelphia.
He's got the cool accent.
Not from New Jersey. Yes.
I need to hear him speak.
Yes. You need to meet his wife.
Yeah?
Lovely woman. Love her. But her accent, way thicker. Anyways,
Thicker.
we'll have to do something.
Where's the meatball sub? That was inappropriate. Please continue.
Woo! So sorry.
Whose car we gonna take?
Okay, I'm done. Listen, I went to this wedding a couple months back, and they were all from Boston. Best accents. I was having the time of my life.
Oh wait, they just got married?
No.
Oh.
That was
This is somebody
Chad's
else.
other friend that I went to their wedding in Dallas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Following. They have Boston accents?
Well, her Boston. No, so her family is like from up in that area.
Oh, okay.
So I sat there and I talked to her dad for forever.
Oh, she's got the aunt that we want to be when we grow up.
Yes.
Oh. Why did they pay me like that?
Because you said that in a Boston accent. Yes, you did. Oh shit. Okay, I think we're back on track now. Woo! Okay.
They're going to New Jersey.
Yes. Okay. Fuck. Okay. So John says the backstory was crazy. Dead Man's Curve, KKK meetings, mafia hitman disposed of their jobs there from New York, satanic rituals, a boy drowned in the stream. The rumor was that if you tossed a coin in the stream, the boy would toss it back. So I sent the leak to my friends, and they were all hyped to go check this place out. Only bad part is I didn't get off until about 11:30 or 12. My friend, being a smartass, said, "Let's go at 3 a.m., the witching hour." Us being stupid and blind to these things, all agreed. So time came. We all piled into 2 cars. There's about 10 of us. My buddy Kev in his Impala and myself in my truck. So we took off, leaving from Philadelphia, laughing and having a great time. We arrived at the start of the road after about a 2-hour car ride. The road seemed normal, houses on the side, and if I remember correctly, a little dive bar that was closed on it. Then when you get towards the end of the paved road, and that's for when us at least, everything started to change.
At the end of the paved road.
Yes.
Okay, following.
The road then went from paved to gravel and then into the woods, and it almost looked like an entrance to something other. Ooh, spooky. The only sign of life on the road was just trash on the sides, looked like the place was of discarded waste. No safety signs like on normal roads or even reflective strips, nothing at all. So both cars slowly made their way down the road. It was eerie, there was no sound of any life, like the outside world was kind of just buffed out. I remember driving and looking for this curve and the creek, but saw nothing. All of a sudden, though, I see kind of this cloud of smoke or dust, like something came down the road before us. Have I told you this story yet? Okay. I felt off. So, me being lead vehicle, I pulled over and waved my buddy up. I asked him what he thought, or if he saw anything also that I thought we missed the curve in the stream. So we turned back, but not even 2 minutes into driving, this small Kia flipped on its side, appears on the side of the road in timber and tall grass. So I turn my brights and external lights on, and out of the window, a shadow man appears. A shadow of a man appears. Excuse me. Well-dressed man, about 6 foot, scarf and a pea coat. I yelled out to him while standing on my step rail if he was okay and if he needed any help. Very calmly, he answers back he needed help, but please don't call anyone. Instantly, all the hair stood up on the back of my neck and red flags were going off. I'm trying to figure out the situation and answer back, so I say, "What do you need?" And all he says, "Could you guys help me get the car turned back over?" And he just needs a jump.
Okay.
In my mind, that meant, for whatever reason, he wants us out of all of our vehicles. As we're conversing back and forth, he is slowly walking towards the front of my truck. Now, when I say this man wasn't talking or acting like or even look like he just flipped his car, he wasn't. By this point, I'm in true fear. I start to yell at him to back the fuck up away from my truck. Not but twice, and he continued to come forward. He then moved enough off the road that I could drive off. So I yelled again. We both were definitely aggravated, but also at this point, all my friends were telling me to get in and get the fuck out of here. I looked back at this strange man one last time, and I swear he had no white in his eyes. I remember immediately shutting my eyes, slamming the door, and not opening them until I felt his eyes come off of me. I just put the pedal to the floor and ripped a U-turn. This man tried to jump on the hood of my friend's car, but he missed as my friend turned around to follow me. Spooky. Our ghost is getting a kick out of this one.
Yeah,
So at this point, we haul ass to the end of the road, and we're all freaked the fuck out. We stopped at this firehouse to get out and try to figure out our next move. We weren't off the road for more than 15 minutes, still no service. Our only choice was to go back the way we came. From where we were to the firehouse was well over 2 miles. We start the drive, and I'm again lead, not even on the road for more than 2 minutes, and this man appears walking down the road. I swerved around him and so did my friends, and I won't lie, if he would have tried to jump again, I would have just ran him over because I was that afraid at this point.
That's right, John.
There isn't a human that can move that fast without breaking a sweat or breathing heavy, and he just seemed to just be walking. So we fly around him and make our way off the road. On the way back, we see a car full of teenagers just like us. We flagged them down and asked if they saw a man or a car, and they looked up at us like we were lying and making shit up. They said they haven't seen anything and the stories they read were wrong. But me and my friends know different. Now, growing up in Philadelphia, I have been witness and a part of some downright scary moments, but this is a new fear. It was a fear that took over us. Maybe because we knew none of this was humanly possible. Could also be it meant everything they said that is evil could be true. All I know is that my truck ride back was silent. Maybe because this is our first time meeting true evil. I say evil because of the fear, but again, this wasn't a pleasant encounter. My hair was up and my blood was running cold that night. I know that that person wanted nothing good from us, and I knew he was going to harm us if he could. My gut intuition has saved me many times, and it definitely didn't fail me that night. But after getting home, some of us looked for articles that what happened may have been true, and we were just hyped up kids that left someone out there, but nothing came up. While some just acted like it never happened, and some just played tough to be scared that night. Too tough to be scared that night, excuse me. But I know what happened. I was there. This is my truth now, years later. Friends did go back and they said it was renovated. No more bulk trash. There's road sign, reflective strips. Also, no graffiti cement barriers along the road. Something's mad that town changed the layout and look of that road. What it was, I don't know, but I do know definitely it wasn't something good. So, yeah, that was John's story.
How's John doing today? Is he okay?
He did thank me for making him relive his trauma.
Awesome.
But John, I think this is healing.
It's the first step to healing. It's
Yes.
acknowledging the past.
Exactly.
You're doing great, John. I'd love to hear you and your wife talk. An argument between the two of them. Sorry.
You should hear her, and she's fucking crazy. She's like us. It's great.
We need to meet her.
Yeah.
Take her out for drinks.
Yeah. John can watch the boys. We should do that.
It'll happen.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
That was a good one. It was quick today, but it was good.
Yeah, it was quick. But I can't imagine seeing a person without the whites of their eyes.
No, that's terrifying.
That shit's fucking creepy.
I'm definitely with John, and I would have ran him over if he tried to jump in front of me again.
So what he didn't put in his story, but he did tell us in person, was that all of his friends were yelling at him to run him over.
Oh, okay.
But John was entranced, you know? I would probably be too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
All right.
Okay.
Well, like, follow, subscribe. Watch the Facebook, Instagram page for updates. They are Graveyard Gossip on Facebook. Graveyard Gossip Podcast on Instagram. That's all we have. That's all we have right now.
I think so. Yeah, and if you want to send in your own graveyard confession, is it Graveyard Gossip Pod
at gmail.com. That's right.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys. Stay safe in the graveyard. Bye.
Bye.